Hi, and welcome to lesson 4.3. This is on proportional relationships and graphs. And I'm getting the content from, it's one of these, that it's both same, seventh grade, same pages from both books. And if you don't have a copy of the book, I'll put a link in the description where you can get a copy. All right, so onward to the first question, which for each situation, tell whether the relationship is a proportional relationship. Explain why or why not. This is back in the Explore activity that was done earlier. So the table shows the number of pages a student reads in a various amounts of time. 195 pages in 3 hours, and this many pages in 5, and so on. So what we need to do is we need to identify, well, first, it's always good that we identified. That's the x and this is the y because we're trying to get our constant of proportionality, which is the y value divided by the x value. So they're trying to ask, is 195 divided by 3 the same as 325 over 5, which is equal to 585 divided by 9? And is that equal to 650 divided by 10? Let me zoom in quite a bit here. So I'm going to do this in red. I know that 650 divided by 10 is 65. So if the rest of them are 65, then I'm in business. I have a calculator. You can't see me doing this, but I'm doing 195 divided by 3, and that is 65. It's looking good so far. 325 divided by 5 is, sure enough, 65, and 585 divided by 9, oops, 585 divided by 9 is 65. So the answer is definitely yes. I will bring this out like this. So it is proportional. Proportional pages. Pages is always 65 times the number of hours. So it'd be 65 pages per hour. Okay, there's that. And number 2, let's see. The amount a babysitter earns is given by the equation y equals 7.5 times x, where x is the number of hours and y is the amount earned in dollars. So this is easy. This is proportional. And the earnings are always 7.5 times the number of hours. Okay, number 3. Tell whether it's proportional. Explain why or why not. Okay, this one, if I draw a line through here like this, something like that, that's not proportional. So not proportional. The line does not pass through the origin. Okay, so there's that. Let's check out this one. If I draw a line connecting the dots like this, boom, this will be proportional. The line is straight and it passes through the origin. All right. Write an equation in the form of y equals kx for the relationship shown in each graph. Okay, what we need to do is we need to figure out, let me get in tight here. Oops. Let me get in tight. And what I'm looking for is a spot where it crosses the grid. See, this is where it crosses the grid there, it crosses grid, the grid marks crosses right there. It just misses the grid right there. This one's kind of a no man's land. This is close again, and that is on the money. So when we see that, we need to look here. So we have this value, and I'll go red, and this value here. So k is equal to the y value divided by the x value. Now the y value looks like it's going to be 28, I think. So that's 28. It's 4 in between each of them. So that's going to be, so that's equal to 28 over the x value is going to be 8. I can simplify this to take half of both of them, half and half. Yeah, half and half. So I can divide them both by 4. So this would be 7 over 2. And so that would be, that's it, the k. So y equals kx. I just found k because they have here y equals kx, and I took the y value over the x value. So it's just, what? Y, oops, I don't want red. Y is equal to that 7 halves, goes right here, 7 halves times x. That's it. Or you can have this. You can have y is equal to 3.5 times x. Number 6. All right, once again, we got to find out where does that dot cross. I mean, it crosses here, crosses here, crosses here, crosses here. I mean, if I look at this like this, it's going to cross all these places here and through the origin. So let's take the y value over the x value again. So we have y value, k is equal to the y value over the x value. So the y value is 2 over the x value is 8. And you can simplify that to 1/4. Oops. 4th. Okay, so there you go. That's it. It's y is equal to 1/4 times x. Okay, that's easy. So let's go with the last question here. How does a graph show a proportional relationship? Well, the graph is a straight line through the origin. Okay, so there you go. That's what you got to know for this, and up after this is the independent practice. All right, thanks for watching.